Hello, I'm back with another video, and today we continue to discuss the chapters of the Silva Mind Control Method. If you haven't watched the full big book review or the chapter 3 discussion of this book, you can go back to my channel and you will find the videos are already recorded and uploaded there. So please follow it in sequence and it will help you practice this method. Because in chapter 4, Jose Silva speaks about dynamic meditation. In chapter 3, he discussed passive meditation, where he taught us the back counting method, where we count from 100 to 1, 50 to 1, or 10 to 1 to go into a meditative state. So in chapter 4, he is saying that even focusing at an energy point in your body, or chanting a mantra, or chanting one sound like Om can also help you to go into meditative state, but his favorite method is the back counting method because this requires initially for some concentration to count backwards. And concentration is the key to success of going into alpha. So once in alpha, you can experience the calm and you can experience the peace in your mind. But he's saying, why stop there where you can use this method dynamically to actually solve your problems, to get more things done, to remember things, and to actually manifest events in your favor which you have been desiring really in your heart of hearts. You want an outcome to manifest in your reality. Maybe you want a deal, maybe you want to strike a better relation with your colleagues and boss, maybe you want more harmony with your partner. You can actually use this meditation technique to manifest them, and this method he's calling dynamic meditation. So how to go about it? He's first telling us that to keep practicing the back counting method, because the more times we do it, our mind will associate this method. The more times we do it successfully, the mind will associate the back counting method with the alpha state. It will associate it with the ideal outcome, and it will be easier for us to go sooner into the alpha state using the back counting method. Now he says that before going into alpha, what you can do is remember a pleasant situation that happened. Remember how it feelings. Like you have already had a successful outcome. Maybe you went with a project and it was accepted. In the past, it could have even happened in your school or college. Just remember how it felt to be successful. If you're trying to manifest another successful event, think of how success feels, remember it, and then start back counting and go into alpha. Now, when you're in alpha, you remember creating the mental screen 6 feet ahead of your eyes at a 20-degree angle. On that screen, project this image, visualize it, feel it deeply. You will realize that remembering things in beta is far different from remembering it in alpha. He says that it is as different as saying that I am swimming and actually swimming. So in alpha, you will remember much more details. You will be able to recall more vivid images. So think of that, see, look at that images, try to remember everything in your alpha state from that pleasant memory and feel it in your entire body. Now, the next step is actually practicing this a lot, because you have to improve your visualization game to achieve the outcomes. So he says in dynamic meditation, there are four laws that have to be in place for it to manifest. One is, first is desire. You have to really desire the outcome. Wanting and desiring is different. Keep in mind. You have to really desire it. The want is strong when you are desiring. The second is you have to believe that the outcome is possible. There should be no doubt or no inherent thought in your mind which says that, oh, I did this or that happened, so this desirable outcome is not possible. Like suppose you're trying to attract your promotion and you keep thinking, okay, I'm posted here, no one gets promotion from this office, so I can't get it. These hurdles in your thoughts won't work. So you have to really believe that it is possible. So work on that. Remove your hindering beliefs and truly believe that the outcome that you want is possible. There should be no doubt. The first one was desire, the second one was belief, and the third one is expect the outcome. Again, wanting and expecting are different. Like when you are walking down the road, you expect to see some vehicles passing by, as simple as that. When you go and order at a restaurant, you expect them to come with the food. So expect the outcome very naturally, it should not be forced. The third is fourth one actually. First one was desire, second was believe in the outcome, third was expect the outcome, fourth is you knowing that you cannot create a problem. I have mentioned in chapter three's video also that in alpha state we cannot have negative feelings. We cannot think ill of anyone, or we cannot have those jealousy or anything like that. So you cannot create a problem in anyone else's life. Suppose you are thinking that if that person goes down, it's good for me. You cannot do that in alpha state. You can only desire what's good for you and the final outcome. So you can waste your time practicing it or trying it, but it doesn't work. That's what Jose Silva says. So after the four laws are in place, you know that you have firm belief in it. You know that you desire the outcome, you are expecting the outcome, and it is something positive. You go into the steps. So there are three steps. First, you project the problem on the mental screen. Suppose you had a tiff with your boss and you're really disheartened that your boss treated you like this, and you want to change that outcome where you have a great relationship with your boss. So you project that unpleasant situation on the mental screen. Think it for some time, feel it for some time, imagine all the details, remember all the details, and then also, try to feel it in your body, how you felt it in your body when that tiff happened. Were you angry? Were you reacting? How did it feel in your head? Think on it, see it on the mental screen. Don't spend too long, just try to remember it as much as possible. Then gently shift that image from the mental screen to the right side and bring a fresh image on your mental screen from the left side and project it on the screen. So when you're projecting it on your screen, this time this is a scene where things are leading up to your ideal outcome. Suppose you want your boss to appreciate you for your work or give you good news. You are seeing in the second scene, in the step two, that your boss is receiving some good news. He's at the end of receiving good news and compliments. Things are happening in his favor, and he's in a good mood. This is your step two. You're watching it from a distance, and things are leading up to the outcome. After you're done feeling, experiencing this in your body, seeing it vividly, imagine how the sight would be, what would be the smells, what would be the physiological reactions in your body. Then again, shift this scene from left to right. Then bring another scene from the left, project it on your mental screen, and this is the final outcome where you see your boss maybe shaking your hand, giving you a compliment, giving you good news, telling you about your promotion, telling you about your good rating, employee feedback, and all that. And stay with this. Receive the news in your alpha state, feel it in your entire body, see the sight, how will it look, how will it smell, what will you hear, how will it feel in your body. Imagine it vividly and stay with it for as long as you want to be. Now, you remember in chapter 3, I had mentioned how to come out of this situation. How to come out of this meditation is counting backwards from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and saying in your mind that I will come out feeling better than before, feeling stronger than before, brighter than before. You say that, you say the same kind of words every time so that your mind gets wired. And then you come out of the meditation. So, in the first time, it may not work, and you will say that, okay, this method doesn't work. But what you don't know is that maybe your visualization game is not that strong yet. Maybe you need to practice more. Maybe one of the four laws was not in place. So, with practice, this will become more easier for you to manifest. Once you hit a shot, like once you get your desired outcome, catch hold on to that. Remember that feeling of how it feels to manifest something using the alpha state. Next time when you are going for a second outcome, first imagine this, remember the feeling, and copy this feeling for the next outcome. How great it feels when you are able to manifest an outcome in your meditation that you have practiced in your meditation, it actually happens with you. Remember the feeling, copy that feeling to the next time, and next time when again you get a better outcome, take that one to the next visualization. This way, what happens, you keep getting better and better and better. He has given example of someone, a taxi driver who was attracting customers while he's waited outside the airport, in his cab waiting for a customer. He imagines someone coming with a bag and asking him to take him to a certain place, and he gets one customer. So he used to visualize, and one time that happened. He got the one person with the exact same kind of bag, and he wanted to go to the exact same location that the driver had been visualizing in his mind. So once he was successful, next time he started with this feeling and he started to copy this feeling for the next outcome. As you keep repeating this exercise, your experience keeps getting better. So you watch this video multiple times if you have to. Watch chapter 3 twice, watch chapter 4 twice, and start practicing it. Start practicing the alpha state, going by back counting from 100 to 1, then 50 to 1, then 10 to 1. Then start practicing the visualization on the mental screen. The better your visualization, the better you can feel it in your body, the higher is the chances of you creating that outcome. And let me know in the comments how it is working for you. If you like what I'm sharing with you, if it is adding any value to your life, please leave a comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. That will be very kind of you. I'll come back with chapter 5. Stay tuned and keep looking at this space for more videos.